You see this Nnamdi Kanu you are keeping. You better release him now. Some warriors are coming.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to you. How are you doing, people? Some will say, I don't come again with these prophecies. You need to hear this one again, oh. Whether you call it prophecy or prediction. I have seen pastors with small churches that are mighty. I am not asking you again to believe this one, but look at it, please. Let's look at this. This is very important. Let's look at this. Let me play it for you to see. You know, before I even play it, during the days of, you remember those group called Avengers, towards the beginning of Buhari's tenure. I think that was his first time. You know, Goodluck Jonathan had been settling these guys to keep the pipelines, you know, and these guys know every pipeline leaving Niger Delta to other places. They know where it is led. Those guys are paddle canoes, and they know this. And Jonathan had been wise. Okay, he started with Yaradua. Yaradua settled these guys and gave them amnesty. Jonathan came. He realized some of them are still protesting. He was paying them now. You see, like, you know, if you want to stop robbery, stealing, and the rest of them, some of the times you use the particular people that are involved in that thing to stop it. Just like you go to anti-court in some of our universities, you realize those who are the leaders of this anti-court are people who have been in courts before. So they know the secrets of the courts. So Jonathan has been settling the Niger Delta Creek guys to take care of pipelines. Buhari came in. It was like, who are you people? We use Nigeria army. Everything is not settled with the army. A lot of things are settled at the table. People sit by the table and discuss, iron out issues. Most of these things are not settled by guns. Most of these things are actually destroyed by guns. Buhari said, I will not settle Niger Delta people. I will not settle them. The Avengers blew a lot of pipelines. And before, you know, Nigeria could not meet up with their output. So what am I trying to say? You can't settle everything with violence using the army to kill people. No, you can't get everything by that. And that is why the calls, there are several calls recently releasing Nnamdi Kanu. You know, when you see a massive number of people asking you, begging you, release this guy. Okay, some of the times we do say he's hurting the Eastern people, but majority of that same Eastern people are the people demanding his release. And CNG and some Northerners are telling you, keep him. Well, I don't know the capabilities of those behind the Nnamdi Kanu, but I'm trying to still advise this government. And I'll play this video. Now you need to watch this video. Releasing Nnamdi Kanu. Please, releasing Nnamdi Kanu as quickly as possible. Release him so that the case of Avengers will not re-echo or happen again. Do you remember the letter Buhari paid Tomforo and the rest of them to now secure that same pipeline? He returned to his vomit. Before he was saying he will not settle them, he was chasing them about. And those guys did destructions. We don't know what will happen. But it is advisable. A lot of things can be settled at the table peacefully than carrying guns about. You cannot mount army in every part of Nigeria. How many are the soldiers? So this is an advice. I don't know the capability of IPOB, but I think it is wise for you to release Nnamdi Kanu. On this note, I want to share with us this video. It's important. A lot of warnings, and you ignore. Maybe because some of the people in the north are telling you, don't mind them, don't mind them.
There is a very nasty, dangerous, horrible bloodshed coming. You see this Nnamdi Kanu you are keeping. You better release him now. Release him, let him go. It's better for you to release him. Let them say what they are saying, and it will not bring that battle that keeping him there. Some warriors are coming. They will just ring a bell. Even people who are not part of them will also come out. But my prayer is, the reason why God said you should pray so that you not battle, and during the course of trying to do this thing, you might end up losing the man. That is my problem.
And that because is a sad one too. That's a sad one.
You know now, is fight me, I fight you. Okay, if the man is not alive, who will now stand for you people? And God told me, if the man go to get another person like Nnamdi Kanu, he will take not just time. So what are we going to do? The bloodshed is ready. Because today is what? 19. How many days do you have left? One don't come out. So it's no longer 12. 12 days fasting and prayer inside this month. Not outside this month. One day don't come out.
Can you imagine?
God did not say only me should do it. God said talk to them. If they can invite you, it should be good. But even though they cannot invite you, but let them hack into my web and gather with their flag, with all of them, 12 days fasting and prayer. I bet you the whole environment will shake. The lawyers will not even do, they will just release him. It was just church that gathered and prayed for Peter. Abi? What happened to Peter? An angel went to the prison and released him. What about Paul and Silas? Shebi, the war said they were fighting against them. So what your brother, our brother Nnamdi is doing, it looks as if he's fighting against the war or against Nigeria. It's just like Paul and Silas preaching the gospel, the truth that will save humankind. Then other people say it's not good. A new doctrine will always bring something that will fight another person's doctrine. My advice for Nigeria now, not the Biafra now, because the Biafrans are escaping what God has said. But now it will be bloody now. But this bloody now, it will be against Nigeria. It will be against who? Yes. And I told you how the end will come. I told you the end will now become the Nigerian what? Military. So this is what is drawing closer. Because there is confusion in the realm of the spirit. The person that God has chosen to rule the country, the people do not want. So what do you think God will do? There is a battleground now, you fight.
Is this talking about a military takeover?
Anybody that wins takes the ground. Your sacrifice, if your sacrifice is more than my own, take the ground. That was how the first leadership after the World War. I mean, the other battle. That was how leadership was elected. After so much blood.
Which unnecessary
This
blood
is
that would have
worst
been
one coming.
avoided. Waste of blood.
This is what? Worst one coming. As I am talking to you, I am on my road every day at the Lukotonu Road. What did I say? Every day, any day I enter Cotonou, they say I'm like my second house. You think I'm joking? There. Even your village where you dey claim say you go, no room for village. You are seeing it as if it looks quiet around Imo State, Anambra State, Abia State, Port Harcourt. I bet you the way they will waste the whole environment. The only place that is safe it's not looking as if the ground is quiet because the battle is done. Boom! You start hearing boom. Those bombs where you don't say where you never hear. New one is coming now. Once you start boom, like knockouts. Don't be knockouts now. What will make you and all other people that looks like another army uniform come from their country? Maybe they want to come and, is it peacekeeping? I don't know what that means. Because in the Revelation I saw like other military from other country. Is it US? I don't know where they come from. But it looks different from your military. This one don't pass, be careful. Nigerian President Muhammadu Buhari, you just have few days from now.
So he has few days.
Are you going to call them for, what did they call it? Conference call, or maybe what's the
dialogue?
Huh? Dialogue, to dialogue with them? I don't know. Would this dialogue work? It's my work in a day. It will work this way. Release Nnamdi Kanu. Call all of them together. What do you want? What do you want? What do we do? What do you want? What do you want for some few days? How do you want it? Let us, all of us, walk together. What is that change you want? If one foolish man from Sokoto, one foolish man from Cross River, one foolish man from Lagos is just stealing people money, I want to become a president. President of your father's compound. You want to come and rule people you don't respect? As if you want to come and rule Nama. Come and rule what? Nigeria is not a sheep without a shepherd. Nigeria is a sheep with a shepherd. And our shepherd is who? God. Look unto God now. Because in 223, there will be battle. It might not get to 223. Forget about it. Forget about 223. There will be no president as you think in 223. For the past 3 days, I've been searching for the president. I don't see anyone. The one I am seeing before from Cross River up, they block away. And God said, since these people have lost the battle, and they say they no go agree, that they want the ground by fire, by force, to keep the name of Awuzubai going. This message, you need it more than the laying hand I will lay upon you now. Because in few days I see you, some people, you will lose your children, you will lose your brother, you will lose your wife, you will lose everything.
Meanwhile, I would say, God forbid anyway.
I wish you have a prophet that tells you the truth. If I am standing here telling you that I see myself on Cotonou Road, and you don't ask you come and drop money, anything you see me doing like this, I'm just doing it to fulfill my own faith. My faith tells me I shall not die, but live to declare the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. How? When the battle was about to come upon Jesus, they carry him. The Holy Ghost said, carry him, run to another city. Does that mean we don't know how to fight? We are good fighters. When will you know the time? I say run. When you hear boom, 2:22. I say mother will lose their children. Father will lose their wife and children. I am seeing it. If God did not show me this prophecy, may thunder kill me here. If I lie, may God of heaven useless my life. This is the job I know how to do. This is what God has come me into. Please, get up. If I lie, I've seen it not once, not twice, not more than 4, 5 times. The last one I was crying, shedding tears from the dream. I came out, I was crying. Your children now, gather them like the way fowl. They gather in children. If they go school, buy motor now, drop one closer to school. The one where you drive reach there, so reach there, drop that one, carry that one. Make sure there is always fuel in your car. Do not run to Umahia or Abba side. Go this way. Go where? I wish you can listen to me now. What I'm here for is far different from what you're thinking. If you save your life now, you will gain it tomorrow. There is nothing than any leadership, sweet leadership now, if people disagree. It's a very strange disagreement. Can we pray for this country? Are you ready to pray? You know the prayer point? Oh Lord, have mercy upon Nigeria. It's unfortunate the Nigerians are not seen. Unfortunate the rest of the people from this other angle are not seen. I know swell, I only told you the mind of God a few minutes ago. I say if I lie, may what happen? Oh Lord, have mercy upon Nigeria.
Well, there have been a lot of these prophecies, so scary that you will not even know what to do. A lot of these prophecies or predictions. We were told in 2014 that Nigeria expired, and we were told what to expect, even in 2015 elections. But should I say God saved Nigeria, or um, it was extended. But this time around, hey, I have had the craziest, the most troubling ones. I've had a lot. And it's like all of these predictions or prophecies are saying the same thing. Please, I am not compelling you to believe this like others we've shared here. No. I am saying, let's look at this. What do you think? We've been hearing rumors from different corners. Even governors of some of the governors of our Southeast states are telling Buhari, Soludo specifically, release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Mazen Nnamdi Kanu has been, his detention, his kidnap, his being in custody in DOS has been something that has heightened the tension in Southeast. And you know what? The court freed him. The court freed him. So why is the Nigerian government keeping him again? Is the government waiting to see what will happen? Just like they waited for the Avengers, and the Avengers shocked them. The Niger Delta Avengers. I believe in the idea of peace. I believe so much in the idea of peace. And I believe if Nnamdi Kanu is released, the tension in Southeast, the escalation and everything will calm down massively. Because a lot of people from that region, majority, the youth in majority, listens to him. I believe that just a command, first of all, if you release him, the Monday sit at home will disappear. And you know what this Monday sit at home has brought upon us? Not just crippling the region, but what happens during such days. Like I said in a previous video, unless Buhari wants Southeast to boil, I don't understand. But this time around, this prophet or pastor, you can see his name scrolling on the scroll bar. He is saying that Southeast will not be the target of this particular one. He's saying outside Southeast. Imagine if his predictions or prophecy is true. So is Buhari waiting for Nigeria to boil? What is Buhari waiting for to release Nnamdi Kanu? Is he listening to his northern brothers that guy must not be released? A particular man I know will say, listening to the voice of reason. It doesn't matter what Nnamdi Kanu has done, but you have to consider that a majority is asking for his release. Majority of people. That should send some kind of signal. If you say he's hot the Southeast, now majority from that Southeast region are saying release him. Some are not saying release him because he is good or not, because he has tried or not. Some are saying release him because we want peace in our region. While the late elder statesman, God bless his memory, Mbazurika Amechi went to meet with Buhari. That was the earlier I think few months after Nnamdi Kanu was kidnapped from Kenya, when he went to meet Buhari, Buhari promised to release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Shortly, we had CNG coalition for northern groups. Hey, he must not be released. This is the same CNG from they are joining some of our Biafran brothers, lawyers, telling them we're in support of this part of your part of the country, seceding peacefully. There's a court case to that. They're in court. So why you know that in the issue of this secession, this is the man behind. For now, Nnamdi Kanu is a major stakeholder in this, or IPOB, which he controls. And it's like you're wanting this thing and you are trying to destroy it with the other hand. So it's like Buhari listened to his northern group, northern brothers. Don't release him, don't release him. Or Buhari is just waiting to see Southeast destroyed. I don't know. Yes, several countries have army. Almost every country has army. An army is like the strongest force. And they are for the stability of the country. But not all the times you make use of these soldiers, because there are certain times they may not be necessary. Apply wisdom. Sometimes, just like Buhari later did in Niger Delta, he invited the people who are part of the problem. Okay, they are not really part of the problem. They are trying to protest that they have been, getting unfair support, despite that their region provides for Nigeria foreign exchange earner. Nigeria relies solely on crude oil, and some of the Niger Delta people are protesting that they are not being given the fair treatment they deserve. And instead of calling them to table, you send soldiers. And you saw the result. I said it earlier in this video. Now look at it again. Something that, okay, first of all, even before the coming of ESN, IPOB were like, oh, we want Biafra. They were protesting. They were carrying flyers, posters. The Nigerian police will shoot them. The Nigerian army will shoot them. Other forces, security operatives will shoot them. Is that the way to go? You don't do certain things because you have the power to do it. There are certain things that may have repercussions. So we are advising the Nigerian government. This video is not to like bring fear or intimidate. No. This prophecy may not be true, self. Or it may be true. It may be just predictions. But there are several. But there are several like this. Several of them. They're almost alike. But we're using this video to plead with President Muhammad Buhari to release Nnamdi Kanu. At least, if not for any reason, but for the sake of calming down tension in Southeast. That is very important to us. President Muhammad Buhari, please release Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. Just like Soludo and others have pleaded with you. He will be instrumental to peace returning in Southeast. Viewers, what do you think? This is where I'll draw the curtain on this one. Please, we are not imposing on you with this. Deduce from what you hear. Please don't fail to share this video widely. Subscribe to our YouTube channel if you have not. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Bye bye for now.